Thanks.
What's up, nerds?
Hi, Internet.
Hello.
Welcome back. We missed you. Unfortunately, the last 2 weeks, both me and Sean have been sick.
Bleh.
Different weeks, hence why 2 weeks off. Sorry about that. If you showed up on those Tuesdays expecting us to play, that means you're not following the Nerd Immersion Plays Instagram, which gives you updates on when we are playing and not playing. So you should do that if you want to know. Cool. I need my notes. I'm frozen. I'm freezing. Blah, blah. We're doing great. I'm out of practice. It's been 2 weeks. So.
I don't know.
What?
How to help.
It's okay.
Cool.
I just have to get through the awkward and then it'll be fine.
Right?
So.
Try sup nerds. That's what I did.
Sup nerds.
And then you just go into the thing.
Yeah. Okay, so welcome to episode 2 of Freaks and Greeks. Before we get into gameplay, can everybody just remind the internet if you are playing homebrew rules? Not homebrew rules, playtest rules.
Playtest.
Yeah.
Ted and I are doing playtest. Ralph is not.
I am not.
I'm playing a playtest subclass 2. I'm all 100% playtest. Sean
Ted's
is
so subclass.
Sean is the hybrid,
I am hybrid.
meaning standard subclass from Tasha's Cauldron,
Yeah.
playtest ranger, and a Morden Cannon's race. Right? You're Shattercry?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So if something happens and you're like, hey, those aren't the rules, it's because we're playing by different rules. It's my game. We play for whatever rules we want. Other than that, for you guys, now that you guys have, gotten your prophecy and, are off on your adventure, kind of, I'm going to be introducing a modified version of the piety rules from Theros. So, what's going to happen is basically anytime you guys do something that aligns with one of the gods, or you do something with a particular, intention of worship to that god, or, a sacrifice, or a personal sacrifice, or something like that, you will earn a piety point. I'm going to keep track of them. You won't know when you earn them, or how many you have. Once you reach certain thresholds, you will get a boon from the gods that is some special ability or bonus or something like that. If you do something directly counteracting to a deity, or you piss one off or something like that, then you're going to lose piety points. If you drop below thresholds, you lose that ability.
Dope.
Cool. That's basically it.
Love that.
Okay, cool.
All right. Because Greece is so polytheistic and you guys are hitting a lot of different gods, I didn't want to do the Theros rules where it's you have to pick one and really focus on that.
Gotcha.
We're just kind of going with the whole pantheon.
Cool.
Awesome. So last time, we learned a little bit of the backstories for each of our characters. They all met up at Delphi for I was saying it wrong, it's Pythian games because Python. And they participated in some games. Lycus, I'm gonna get these names correct. Lycus did some thievery, and Glum went to see the oracle, got a fancy book from his mom, and in that moment there was a big earthquake, and they got a prophecy. Do you all remember the prophecy?
I remember that you said you were going to send it to me.
I did.
Yeah, I didn't say you didn't send it to me.
It was a sonnet.
That was the part that I remembered.
It was a sonnet, and we all got magic brands.
Yeah.
It was a sonnet. And yes, at the end of it, you all were branded with a braid on your wrist. All right. So that's that. We're going to jump right back in. So, we've returned to the moment. You just witnessed the prophecy happening.
Mm-hmm.
Penelope is by your side.
Mm-hmm.
It is at early to mid-afternoon on this last day of the Pythian games. The oracle did her, came down, is breathing. Her attendants are going to her, are you okay? Giving her some water.
Mm-hmm.
And Penelope's just there next to you, oh.
Oh, drat. Alright, well, I guess I've got some errands to run.
This is. Did you know this was going to happen, Penelope?
Not even a little bit.
All right. You promise?
A pinky promise, dude.
All right.
Not a clue.
Okay. Well, this is the deal. Now I got to deal with this. All right. So I got to find. What does it say? Did you write that down?
Yeah.
I didn't bring a pen.
Yeah. One of the scribes will run up to you.
Yeah.
And just hand you the copy. It's like, this isn't one for you to keep. I'll make a copy for you.
All right. Oh, this is.
That's the original.
Well,
So like,
for
don't
now.
use that, please.
Yeah.
So I'll read it once more for everybody, just to remind everybody what it says. It says, divine fractures in great numbers have split. Creation's gift believed too widely spread. When forces merge, there goes another bit. Each birth makes worse the gods' deep-seated dread. Descent across the realms creates a rift. Old fears are sparked, and tensions rise on high. Their power sourced by crueler schemes and gifts. Should the mortal realm survive, heed my cry. A tale whose tapestries, still to be made, threads spun and crossed by fate's own hands they'll bind. With ties connecting them, a triad braid. Each strand unique, their part to play must find. Abused, removed, and mocked find peace. Let not dark night win, nor harmony cease.
All right. Well, it sounds like I got to find 2 other blokes to go with me on this little adventure.
He says out loud.
Do you
to
have
Penelope.
anything covering your arms? Did she notice you like looking at it?
Oh no,
or anything like
I
that?
hold it up.
I'm like, looks like I got 2 more blokes I got to find, right?
Yeah, and a whole city of thousands of people for the games. That should be easy to find 2 people with brands.
Honestly, I kind of got a clue about it. See, on my way in here, these 2 guys in the middle of the woods helped me out of a thing.
Oh.
I got a little scrap, you see. Really, it's these guys in the woods, and I was just minding my own business. I had a big boar on my neck, and they attacked me.
The 2 guys attacked you?
Yeah, out of nowhere. And the whole time, I'm just like, please stop, I don't want to be doing this. And then 2 nice blokes came out of the woods and helped me out. So I assume it's them.
Oh, I thought the 2 nice blokes were the ones attacking you.
No,
I'm
there's
confused.
2
You said
different
that.
sets of 2 nice blokes. Oh, sorry, there were 2 mean blokes. They had big shields and spears, and then there were 2... It was 1 mean bloke. It was 2 mean blokes. I was doing poorly and needed help, so I'm fluffing up the story. It was 2. They're real big and had.
Oh my goodness! What
yeah.
did you do? You were outnumbered.
I was. Well, I wasn't doing too well, and then this guy with a big sword and shield, he come up and he's like, "Stop it!" And then this other guy, he came and he had. I didn't really see him that much, and he did his thing, and then I think he died. Yeah, we killed that man. Those guys.
Oh.
Yeah, but I did ask them to stop like 4 or 5 times. The guys who were trying to kill me. So yeah, I assume it's them. Do you know the way these gods are? They always throw in a little bit of sprinklings so you're getting to know each other before you go on a mission. Like my brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's usually So
All right. Well, good luck. I hope you don't die.
thanks. No. Real quick though. It doesn't really tell us where to go first. So on this here, here you go. Take a good one back. But like, if you can, I don't really know what that means. So if you could get some, shall I ask Mom? Is it in Mom's book? I'll read the book. If I have more questions, I'm gonna come back. Cause I'll get the other.
Yeah,
book.
and feel free to send a raven or something.
All right. Yeah. I don't have one of those. I got my cat though.
Come on.
Oh.
She'll take you.
Okay.
You leave. You go back up the spiral staircase to emerge behind the altar in the temple. And she's gonna take you and walk you down towards where the landing is that has all the Athenian temple and like other stuff and like kind of like the housing quarters for the priestesses.
Okay.
And she'll lead you into one building that is basically like the owlry from Harry Potter, but ravens.
Dope.
And she's gonna look around and be like, no, you're too skittish. You poop too much. Yep. She grabs one that's like decently sized. It's not like the biggest, buffest one, but it's like he's a good flyer. He can go over lots of distances, and he knows where he's going.
All right.
So,
What's his name?
Felix.
Felix. Well, Felix, I feel like this is the start of something beautiful. Here you go. And I try and put him on my shoulder.
So yeah, he is your messenger raven to communicate with Penelope if and when you need.
Awesome. Thanks, Penelope.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I guess I got to go save the world again.
I guess. Nothing that I saw in the prophecy gives me any kind of indication of like location for you.
Yeah.
If anything else comes about, or if the oracle gets any more insights from the gods,
Yeah, sloppy
we'll send them your
seconds,
way.
as Mum called them.
Yes, sloppy seconds.
Yeah, it's when you're already tired and sweaty and you get another prophecy before you're ready. You're all sloppy. It's the second one.
I guess try not to worry about it for right now and enjoy the last couple days of the games. It's mainly just a big party from here on in, so
I'm all right.
Yeah. I'll
goodbye.
see you around.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Oh yeah, me too. I
gotta go do things. I got
thing.
responsibilities.
Yeah, I got a new brand I got to figure out. We all got stuff. All right.
Alright.
Later.
Goodbye.
Bye. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Cool. And then we will jump over. Where are my notes? There are my notes. Cool. We are going to jump quickly over to Lycus. Where are you at in the day now? This is the day after you have stolen the necklace from the temple. It's just kind of, this is the last day of the games, so there's a couple of events going on, like the big events, so like the pentathlon, chariot races, that kind of stuff. Other than that, it's a big festival. Later that night, it's like full city party, so like a lot of the tavernas and stores and restaurants are open, and it's just kind of like a big block party.
Sure.
So during the day right now, it's games are going on. There's some food stalls. There fair games, because they totally had like ring toss and stuff like that. Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Is there anything you want to do? Where are you in the city? All that stuff.
How far was but when I left to come here, how far away was the location that I was in previously? I don't remember.
Oh, it's at least a few days travel.
A few days travel?
Yeah, okay. So are you just like in the city? Hanging out, wandering around, pickpocketing?
Yeah, because my main goal is to take this necklace that I stole back so I can get my handsomely rewarded that I wrote down. My golden necklace with the snakes on it. Take it back to whatever that town was that I just came from and I forgot. My home city, I think. I don't remember.
That's fine.
So yeah, I'll just try to make as much money as I can.
All right, cool. Roll a sleight of hand. See if you make any more moolah while you're here.
That's a 24.
24, nice. Okay. Let's do. Actually, let's do. Okay, you get 12 gold pieces.
I'll take that.
And 4 copper pieces.
4. All right.
4 electrum.
Oh, okay. Fine.
I'm kidding. Electrum doesn't exist here.
I leave.
All right, fine.
Not glum, Sean.
Fair. Awesome. Then that is what I will be. And I assume that the brand thing also happened to all of us, right?
Yeah, it happened to all of you.
So that's very clear now and it's all on our, did it matter specific arm? Left
no,
arm?
it doesn't really matter specific. Let's say, flip a coin. All right. Heads is right, tails is left. All right, it's on your right arm.
Okay. So I just imagine, I would assume just based on what I would have had previously, but I will definitely make sure that there's some kind of bracer or something that hides that.
Yeah.
From general view.
Cool. So as you're milling about in the city and doing all this stuff, at a certain point, a pretty female going through and kind of because there are a lot of crowds bustling around and stuff like that, and she accidentally bumps into you.
Mm-hmm.
What is your passive perception?
17. Yeah.
17, you said?
Yes.
Okay. So as she bumps into you,
Mhm.
you feel very slightly something in your pocket.
Mm.
Do you do anything in the moment when you feel it, or
As in something.
it's like a split second, quick reaction?
Something's being put into my pocket, or being taken out of my pocket. Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna be like, grab my pocket.
Cool. Let me make it real fast. Let me get dexterity. Can you make me a dexterity check?
Yeah. That's a 19.
Cool. So, she's quick, but you're able to grab her hand. And she looks at you with big eyes, gives you a brief smile. She'll pull her hand out and has a scroll in her fingers. Gives it to you. Throws you a wink.
Okay.
And then vanishes into the crowd. On the piece of paper, it says, King of Thieves.
Oh.
If you have completed your task,
Mm-hmm.
meet me at tonight's celebrations.
Mm-hmm.
I will wait for you in the Immersion dreams.
Oh boy. Okay, now I gotta find that.
Yeah. Cool. Anything specific you want to do before I jump?
Do I know what that is? Is that like a place, or is it like?
Yes. In it is they are capitalized.
Okay.
So you would assume this is the name of an establishment.
Okay, then as long as I want to just make sure I know where that is, and that's my only plan for today.
Cool.
Just fine.
Are you just wandering around to look? Are you gonna ask anybody?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, if it's something that I can easily find just wandering around, but yeah, if not, I'll ask.
Yeah, you can ask pretty much any. Yeah. It might take you a couple times if people are from out of town. They may not know, but eventually you'll find someone who's here, and it's like, oh yeah. That's the big popular tavern.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, it's kind of like Well, I'll describe it when we get there.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. All right, so I know where it is.
It's a popular big tavern in Delphi.
All right, that sounds good to me.
Cool.
Then I'm good.
All right, so then we are going to jump over to Pyrus. Oh, second guessed myself. Pyrus the second. What are you doing this day?
I mean, I only came here to do one thing, and that was partition a god. So I'm just waiting until they call me to come meet someone.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you would have been told after your event when you were awarded champion. They will have told you that on the final day of the festival, not the final day of the games. This is the final day of the games you're in now. So it would be the next night. Around, not like a little before sunset, so think like 4:00 or so, to meet up at the landing that has the little temples and the housing of the priestesses, that area.
Okay.
They will tell you to meet up there to, from there, be led to the oracle. So yeah, this day you have a free day. So you're just hanging out in the city?
Yeah.
Cool. As you are wandering around in the city, you end up overhearing a gruff voice, an altercation. They sound aggressive, and you will hear this snippet. Dare to put your iron where your mouth is? Dear gods, why on earth would I do that? What's wrong, Athenian? Scared to get your hands dirty? I don't feel the need to prove myself to a British Spartan like yourself. Typical. You bloviate and brag about how your precious city will bend all of Greece to your power and wisdom, but lack the grit to actually take it. So come on, pushes. Make me yield. Prove you're the might of Athens. Senseless violence will never prove anything. You just want bloodshed for bloodshed's sake, like a typical, stupid, savage Spartan. And you'll notice these two, if you look over, which I don't know if you
I'm gonna look.
Okay, you'll notice a clearly dressed Spartan warrior with a couple of dudes with him, like other Spartan group. And the Athenian, slightly smaller frame, more classically kind of put together in togas and stuff like that, and they are like puffing up, getting at each other, ready to go. And they, like, when he says that last insult, you know, they start shoving and all that type of stuff, and you'll notice the crowd start to notice the commotion, and a couple of people go over and try to, like, start breaking them apart, and the Spartan's companions will take him and pull him away, and as he's getting pulled away, the Spartan will yell, "Watch yourself!" at the Athenian, but as it kind of dissipates. Roll a perception check.
15.
Cool. As this commotion is going on and the Spartans are getting pulled away, you'll notice one of the other Spartan soldiers look over in your direction and, like, give kind of like a quizzical kind of look, like maybe a look of recognition, but not quite, like unsure, but then gets distracted by the commotion again and pulls and exits the area with the rest of the Spartan companions.
Okay. Do I notice that he's staring at me?
You notice that he looked at you and got a look of, like, huh, before he got distracted and goes back.
I'm interested in what was going on, but I don't want to directly, like, I feel like I should at this point, since there is a commotion, I want to duck into the crowd and try to make my way towards this Athenian and try and figure out what exactly the altercation was about.
Cool. You're trying to do this, like, covertly? Are you not necessarily sneaking?
Yeah, I'm not sneaking. I don't want to say I'm being stealth. I'm just trying to move with the crowd so that the other Spartans won't really notice me. Because if I notice that this one is looking at me, then clearly he's going to recognize me. I don't want all of them to recognize me.
Gotcha. Cool. So yeah, as you can make your way through the crowd and follow the group that took the Athenian away. Roll a dexterity check to see how, like, closely you can follow them with the amount of crowds in the area.
4?
Okay. So you're able to tail him for, like, a
You
little.
accidentally stabbed someone to death. Everyone's looking at you.
You're able to tail him slightly through the town, but after, like, maybe, like, 100 feet or so, you notice him. Like, you lose him in the crowd. Like, each couple of steps, like, he gets a little further, until you're not able to track him anymore. All right. Is there anything else anybody wants to do during the day before the big, like, night party?
Yeah, Glum is, like, he's a man on a mission now. He knows he cannot escape the prophecy until it's over, so he's going to spend today trying to look for these two.
Okay.
My move would be, I'm going to have Oberon just, like, because Oberon knows their scent, I would guess, from fighting with them.
Okay. Yeah.
Or, like, some kind of, like,
Yeah.
this is them. So I'm going to send him out in the, send him out into the city to, like, try and find the guy. And I think we can tell. Is it 100 feet or a mile? I never know.
A mile to
okay.
see through the eyes.
100 to communicate
yeah.
telepathically. So, basically, I'm just going to be like, you go out, try and find him. If you do, give him a little pat, and then try and get him to follow you. You do your best. And then I'm going to head over to by where the games are, because that's the only thing I know about either of them, is that Pyrrhus came here for the games. So,
Okay, cool.
I'm going to start looking around there. And then I'll probably check, like, the lists to see if he's competing in anything today or anything like that. To go over to where you sign up for stuff, that kind of.
Awesome. So you go about the city doing your own kind of hunt for them, and Oberon slumps his way through the city, little kitty cat. And I'm gonna say.
Also, if you get hungry and there's a mouse, eat it.
He gives you a look that's like, duh.
Well, sometimes you forget to eat because you're dead, little buddy.
Oh. You get that kind of, like, sense of, like, oh yeah.
I'm just looking out for you, bruv.
extra treats for me. Yeah, and he scampers around. He does find a mouse and eats it.
I'm happy for him.
And as he's walking around with a mouse tail dangling out of his mouth, he's going to find. Let's find out. Who's he find first? Cool. He's going to find Pyrus first. So as you have made your way through the city and you're trying to track this Athenian who is part of this altercation, you start to lose him, and as you're trying to re-find the trail, basically, to figure out where he went, you feel something like brush across your leg and like goes back and it keeps going, trips you a little bit. What do you do?
And
if you look down, there's a cat.
Yeah.
There's a cat.
And I would assume that this is his cat, but have I seen it before? Like, have I seen it before now? Have I recognized it?
You would have seen it during the altercation.
Yeah, like Oberon was involved in combat. He was giving me the help action.
So you saw this cat scampering around the guy you were fighting.
Well, and also, like, we're calling him a cat because that's the statistic we're using.
Oh,
but
yes,
he is a lion cub.
He's a lion
Like an
cub.
undead lion cub.
So
like he's not like a kitten, like little cat. He's like, probably like
I'd recognize a zombie lion.
Simba.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna. Oh, hello. I pick it up. I look at it. I greet him and I put him back down. I mean, does he? I don't understand this thing, so I'm assuming I don't understand this thing. No.
To you, it's just a lion cub.
So I'm just like, where did you come from? And I'm just kind of trying to figure out.
Are you still holding him up?
No, I put him back down. I
Okay.
said hi. I put him back down.
It's gonna kind of like pat at you, walk a few steps, and then turn over and look at you.
I'm gonna follow it.
He's gonna leap. And you'll notice because he's small and can kind of weave pretty quickly. So at certain points, like he'll kind of go a little far ahead and get lost in the crowd, but then you'll see him like jump up on something and like look and wait.
Okay.
And he's leading you. Does Oberon know where you are?
Yeah, I told him. I was going to go over by
The games, during the games.
is.
Okay. Because the games could also span a lot of different areas.
I assume that, like,
today-
once we get within 100 feet, he would ping me.
Gotcha. Cool. So he'll bring you over, and you, I'm gonna say, are watching the chariot races.
All right.
So eventually, like, you'll hear the ping of Oberon.
Oh.
And he's gonna kind of, prowl his way over to you, and a few steps behind, you see Pyrus approach.
Hello.
You're the man that was getting beat up in the street, weren't you?
Yeah, that was me.
I
Well, it was more
recognized
of a
this cat.
paft in the street, but I'm really being nitpicky. Hey, did you get a pretty little picture on your arm?
And I pull down the bracer, and I'm looking curiously. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, we just got one. Did you feel the earthquake?
I did.
Yeah, that was the Oracle and Python and Apollo, all of them were kind of working together, and it was a prophecy, and then I got one of these, and it looks like you got one too. And I think the other guy we met, Lycus, I think we got to go on an adventure.
Do we know where this will go? I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Oh, I think the thing you're trying to do is probably gonna try and dovetail with these things. That's how they usually work. We don't really have a choice, mate.
Oh, okay.
But like, we don't have to leave right now, so we can finish up your stuff first. It's gonna happen whether we like it or not. That's how these things work. You ever been involved in one of these before?
I don't think I've had. This is my first time.
Don't worry, I've handled this a bunch. I'll help you through it. But the bottom line is, we gotta do a thing, and there's nothing we can do to get out of it.
All right.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but like, here we are.
If it gets me to where I need to be, I guess I'll tag along.
Oh, usually, the way these things work is you kind of improve yourself, and you figure out what you need.
I mean, do I really need self-improvement?
I didn't say. Well, no, it's more self-actualization, bro.
Mm.
Actualization, yeah, that's the word. It's more you're gonna know what to do with your perfection at this point. Either that, or one of us is gonna die. So
It's not going to be me.
Yeah, I mean, from what happened the other day, it's probably going to be me. Which is, I'm kind of bummed about, but what are you going to do? We've got a couple of days. We've got to find the other bloke. How'd you do in your fight thing?
I
Race?
won, so I believe I'm I get to meet or speak with an oracle god?
Oh, she's lovely. When you see her, tell her I say hi. My mum used to be one, so she's friends with my mum. Oh, I got a book. I got to read my book.
Do I need to read this book as well?
I don't know. It was written to me by my mum, and she gave it to me yesterday, even though she's been dead for a couple of years.
That seems personal. I'll let you read that.
Thanks. I'll take a first glance, but if there's some fun bits and some jokes, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Cool. So, you said you're doing stuff, right?
I mean, I'm just waiting to grant or be granted my audience. With an oracle.
All right. So yeah, I mean, if you're not doing anything else, you want to help me look for this bloke. If not, we could schedule some kind of meet up when you're done with your oracle, and then we could figure out what the next step is.
Since we're in this together, I assume I'm one of these threads. You're the other. I think we should find our third thread.
Is there you described the threads as being 3 different colors?
Yes.
How is that reflected in the marks? Like, is it a black mark? Is the green thread green? Are they all the colors?
Each of you have each strand is a different color on all of you.
Okay, cool.
So like each of you have the 3 colors.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we got to find the other one, and I guess makes sense. So.
Okay.
All right. Cool. You want to get a beer? Or wine? Do we have beer?
That's a good question. I've never thought to look that up.
Does ancient Greece have
wine?
Beer? We definitely have wine, but
anybody in the chat know? Send it over.
Yeah, I mean, obviously wine, right?
The inhabitants of prehistoric Greece have been producing beer since the Bronze Age, so we're good.
Yeah, you got beer.
All right.
You got ale. You got wines. Whatever your little heart desires. Cool. You had instructed Oberon to find them both, I'm assuming? Or just the one?
Just like try to find one of them. At this point...
So during that whole interaction, as you guys are talking, he's just going to kind of be pacing around your feet.
Cool.
And waiting for his next instruction.
All right, cool.
What, did you mention anything about what you'd be doing here?
I don't believe you do.
No. All right, this is going to be odd. Well, we got a couple days, and it's a big party, so you want to go on like a little bit of a pub crawl, see if we find them?
I have nothing to do until tomorrow.
All right, we have a point at each one, because you got a sample. You can't be rude to the establishment. You got to be a patron.
I understand.
All right, yeah. So let's get started.
Bar crawl?
Bar crawl.
All right, nice. So you're just doing that, not even gonna try to find him?
No, that's how we're looking for him.
Oh, that's how you're looking for him.
We're just assuming we'll find him along the way.
Okay.
We have no better, we don't know,
I have no idea what he's doing.
I followed the one lead I had, and now, it's a party. Maybe he's at one of these bars. Let's check them all.
All right, cool.
Not a unreasonable course of action.
Exactly. So evening or nighttime will fall. The whole place is lit with torches.
Damn right it's lit.
It'd be fun. Wait. Get some party music.
Just cue up the brown.
Wait a second.
I'm
Wait
waiting.
for it.
Wait for it. Is that Sean Spencer or Barney Stinson?
What?
Wait for it.
Sean Spencer.
That's
Sean
Sean
Spencer?
Spencer.
Cool.
Yeah. Barney's much more. It's a quick and it's done,
Yeah. All right, just to set the mood.
Sure.
Yeah, Delphi is bumping.
2 beers, please. We said 2.
What?
2 beers.
Blue bit? We don't have any blue bits.
Oh, just literally whatever you got. 2 of them.
It goes over. 2 cups of it.
Thanks.
Is there liquid in it?
Yeah.
Here you go, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers. To Forced Adventures. Oh, fuck.
Cool. So you guys are doing your bar crawl as you go. There's also gambling. There's, dancing, party, blah, blah, blah. If you want to find a lady or a man, it's Greece. Anything goes. Have fun.
I don't really go in for the romance no more. So, no thanks. I'm just trying to make some friends. Show off my kitty cat.
Cool. So then we will jump over to Lycus. So as you have gone through, after you got that note,
Yes.
you spent some time finding it. Are you going right? Are you planning to just go there and like hole up and wait?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Cool. So you get there, like you're that person that goes to the club and the bar, which was like a little too early.
Listen.
So like it's kind of dead, kind of
fine.
empty. The staff's looking at you like, all right,
Already?
really?
Yeah.
Games are still going on, my dude. But it's also a festival day, so it's not too strange. Excuse me. So, yeah, you're sitting there. So, this establishment is a kind of underground taverna. So above there's like a restaurant and it's nice and it's a regular bar. But then it has a staircase that goes down to like a big underground like pit room kind of, and there are a bunch of torches that have like different colored glass casings and stuff like that. So it's a rave. You're at a rave.
Oh, dope.
It's like nightclub Greece. Everybody's yeah. So at a certain point, you know, more people. Listen. It's my Greece. If you're here for ancient history, you can get out. Yeah. So
I was doing the beat so I couldn't repeat the get out.
That's
I hope
okay.
you felt supported.
I did. Thank you. Yeah, and you're in this club. It is bumping. As more people kind of flood in, and it gets busier and noisier and raucouser, and everybody's getting more and more drunk. You're there for a good few hours, until eventually you'll see across the way the same man you met at that town outside of a city.
Yep, that's the one.
That's the one.
You never got that guy's name, did you?
No, never did.
No.
The guy from the town outside the city.
And he clocks you, and he's going to make his way over, and join you. Are you? I'm gonna say around the edges are probably like little alcoves with like tables and stuff like that. If you want to be sitting at one of those, I don't know if you're up against a wall amidst the crowd.
Yeah, if I
What's
can
your move?
grab one of those tables that's kind of off from the main rave, I'll go for one of the side tables. Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll lead you over, and he goes up to you, and you know, once it's a little more quiet, he goes, "So what do you got?"
Produce, flourish.
Ooh. Don't just flourish. I don't know that, man. And he'll drop it into a pouch at his side.
Mm-hmm.
He says, as promised. And he reaches over into the same pouch. I know I switched sides, but it's the same pouch.
Okay.
He
Great.
reaches.
Love that.
Sure. Reaches into the same. Wrong one. Don't put anything in that one. It goes real bad.
Okay.
He reaches in and he produces a pair of not super fancy, but not like work gloves either.
Mm-hmm.
Leather, and he hands them to you.
And they look. I mean, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. So these just look like standard work gloves, leather work gloves.
To your eye, yeah.
Okay. Do they feel different? No?
They feel like leather gloves for right now.
Okay.
Like, trust me. Put them on.
Alright, I put the gloves on.
As you slide them on, from the moment it touches your finger and as it passes over, it starts to vanish, but you still feel it. And
I feel like I look very in place at the rave. As I'm
exactly.
I can't feel my hands. And
they will aid you in your quest.
Great.
And also as promised, by week's end, the city will be talking with the King of Thieves.
All right. Well,
didn't give you too much trouble, did you? Did it?
Not at all.
I didn't think it would.
No.
We're gonna have fun, me and you. He slaps you on your back, gets up, makes his way through the rave, and goes out and vanishes. Oh, before he leaves, roll a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Natural 20?
Yeah, so 27.
Oh my goodness. Okay. As he is leaving, you will clock, poking out of the back of his tunic. You will see, a a leather cord.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's making his way, he'll look over his shoulder, and you can't really tell if this is just a trick of the light or there's a lot of like movement and all that. It's a rave, all that type of stuff. But as he's leaving and he looks over your shoulder, you see one of his eyes kind of like flicker, and it flickers and ends up looking almost starry. And it's just for a second before he exits and leaves.
Weird. This is a rave. I don't know what's going on. People are doing weird stuff.
Cool. Are you gonna start drinking, partying? What are you doing now that your mission is complete?
Yeah, I guess. We could go start drinking.
Hell yeah.
We did the thing.
Did the thing. So, after that moment, and now you're drinking, you're having a good time. At this point, you guys have reached the Ambrosian Dreams.
Look at that.
Or Ambrosia Dreams, I'm gonna call them, on your bar crawl. So one of you roll me a d10. Yeah, roll me a d10.
2.
All right.
That's boring.
Yeah, that's boring.
I know that face.
Roll again.
Oh.
Roll it again. Roll again. It's boring. Do it again.
It's a D12 anyway.
It's a D12.
It's a D12 anyway.
I'm rolling a D12. I'm rolling the wrong dice. Do I even have? Yes, I do. No, that's it.
You know what? Roll a D20. Just roll a D20. Just roll a D20. We're gonna up the chances.
3.
11.
All right, you guys have been to 11 bars.
So, I'm telling you that if we get to the dance floor, I can break dance. I know how to do it. I learned it when I was broken.
What?
What did you say to me?
You learned it when it was broken?
No, I was broken, just how I dance.
So you stumble down into like the club rave area because the upstairs, like, it's partying, but like that's kind of where like the older citizens are hanging out.
That's not what my life is about.
No, so you guys come down, you're dancing, and you're gonna see Lycus chilling and hanging out.
Oh, this is the worst time. Lycus! Lycus!
I assume I'll look around. I assume it's...
Oi! Oi, it's me. Bruv!
And everybody's kind of like... Because, like, it's loud in here, so the fact that he is shouting over to you, and, like, a lot of people around him are like... What? And they start...
Lycus. Go talk to you upstairs, bloke. It's real loud in here.
Yeah, sure.
Right, cool. Boris, I found him. He's Lycus. Come on, he's coming. We're going to save the world. Come on, we're doing it. We're doing it!
I love your accent. It's my favorite.
So, bruv. Get him outside.
Yes, you make your way upstairs.
Okay, so, I'm doing this thing. Sorry, sometimes it's loud because it's in here.
This is like more traditional, like Greek music, so it's not as loud.
This is good.
I'm still keeping the party bumping though.
So
I hear it coming from below.
I was talking pirates. Sure. Yeah, hello. I was saying did you get a magical arm tattoo?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we have been chosen to save the world or something about the gods, and we got to do it. So come on, bruv. Just say yes. Just do it.
You're really making it real hard to argue with that.
Listen, all right. You've never done this before, right?
No.
You've never been a hero. Never been on an adventure.
No.
No? Alright, so here's the thing. The gods don't give a fuck about what you think or feel or trying to do, and they're making us do a thing. Alright, I don't know when we got to do it. It's probably like tomorrow, because he's going to talk to the oracle. She had the prophecy in front of me. There was a room shake, and my dead mom gave me a book. I still got to read it. Fuck, I'm going to be hungover. Alright, no, but here's the deal. Is we got to save the world whether we like it or not. So you might as well like it. Okay? Are you in? Or are you in? There's a lot more where this comes from.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you think they're still making falafel in the pavilion? Do you think?
It's an all-night
Well,
rager.
probably,
They're making food
yeah.
all night.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was gonna go get some kind of sandwich because I'm feeling nauseous.
Do you often approach people with prophecy proposals in this manner?
Oh, not ever once. I hate every minute of this. Because
Cool.
said the gods, they put it there. It wasn't there before. You saw me. You met me. Hello. So, all I'm saying is we don't have a choice. So yeah, no, this isn't my first move, and I tend, and we're gonna be hanging out a lot, so you should know this about me. I tend to go for the direct approach, where I just say the thing rather than beating around the bush. And I feel like that's going to be bad when we're around normal people, but you guys seem to be all right about normal people, so you'll handle that. And it seems like we got a good team. So we meet up tomorrow after you talk to the bird?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great plan. That's a great plan. All right, so I haven't imbibed too much. I'm going to go to the tent that my mom made, and I'm going to sleep in one of the dead people's bed.
At this moment, you guys hear a scream coming from down below, back in the rave room. But it's like blood curdling. Something's wrong. You start hearing a lot of commotion. And a few people come running upstairs and run over to the bar owner, like the guy tending the bar behind there, and being like, "You got it there." Go down.
I'm drunk. Zaxos is like, 2 arms. This is where it starts, brothers. We go downstairs into the adventure for us. And then I start stumbling towards the stairs, fighting against the crowd, trying to get down.
Okay, cool. So you see people making their way up, and like kind of like muttering and whispering to themselves. As you go down, you know, the music's been turned down, lights, the colored glass lights have been pulled back, so it just looks like a normal room now. And as you guys enter, as the crowd dissipates, you see on the ground, and it looks like there was like a back closet against the room, and a wooden door has been opened, and on the floor, so assuming that it had fallen out of there, is a dead body.
Oh, that's not going to be fun to fight.
Make perception checks.
14.
19.
13.
Okay, Pyrus, since you are the one who got up close and personal with this guy, you recognize this body as the same person who attacked Zaxos on the road. Remember? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you notice him laying down, and there are people around him that have flipped him over. And are you guys going like up close and looking at all?
Yeah.
Like, what are you like? What's your move?
I'm gonna walk over and be like,
I know a little bit about medicine, if I could be of assistance.
Can you make me an investigation check?
12.
As someone who has been somewhat familiar with death
Yeah.
and decaying things,
Yeah.
you notice that he looks more dead than he should.
Oh, all right.
Like, you saw him 3 days ago. He looks like he's been dead for a week.
Oh. After I say I know some medicine, I'm like, oh, too late.
Which is odd and
Yeah.
weird.
All right.
At this point, like, the city kind of like guardmen and whatnot are gonna come down, and start, you know, like cleaning the body and like taking it and shoving it away.
All right, do I know any of these people from like being town adjacent?
Roll charisma check.
Dirty 20.
You know all of them.
Oh, hello, guys.
I'm gonna say there is 3.
3. Hello, Jerry, Bruce, Mike.
Oh, Glum!
Hello.
What are you doing in the city?
Oh, I got a letter from Penelope, and she has a note
she's great
from...
girl, that
yeah, she's
Penelope.
great. She had a note from me dead mum for me.
Oh,
And then I got
well,
dropped.
all right, bruv.
Well, not really. But thanks for asking, Mike. I just want to say, this here bloke attacked me in the woods a couple of days ago.
Oh,
Yeah, but he wasn't nearly this dead then.
oh.
And he should be less decayed now, if I know a thing or two about dead bodies. So, something fishy going on here. So, like, maybe keep him under guard in case there's some wonky stuff happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. Maybe burn him real quick. I don't know. Check his
Yeah.
pockets. Honestly, if he has anything fishy on him, can you pass it over to Penelope? I'll come get it in the morning.
Yeah, we'll let her know anything we find
That's
in our examination.
Thanks, Muff.
Muv.
I have had
I'm Bruce, mate.
several
I'm Bruce.
drinks tonight.
I'm Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah, we'll let her know if we find anything.
All right.
So talk to her in the morning.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks for this. I'm gonna go.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
No.
No?
No. This kind of puts a damper on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not
A
bad,
little bit.
Um,
We're gonna try to keep it like hush, but I
yeah.
mean, like all those people, that's gonna scatter throughout the city. It's,
Right.
I mean, there's always someone dead on a
Definitely.
festival day.
It's
There's too
just-
many people.
Honestly, if 3 people don't end up dead, then Bacchus or Dionysus not having it as a party.
Yeah, it's true, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
All right.
Oh God. Oh fuck.
And yeah, they make their way out with the dead body.
Alright, so that's the first mission accomplished, guys. Well done, all 3 of us. We carried our weight like that. Oof, that's loud. Yeah, should we meet up in the morning? It's late, and that's I wanna go to bed.
Sure.
I think we should.
Right, cool. So yeah, come meet me at the tent next to the temple tomorrow at some point. I'll be hanging out there. And then after you talk to the Oracle, actually, if you tell her that you're one of the risk people, she'll know. She'll give you the prophecy that we need. They got a copy for us. I couldn't take it before because it was the original. Yeah, hopefully that'll help. I'm gonna read my mom's book. Night, bros. Oh, this is gonna be great. You have got a good feeling about this adventure.
All right, so that's where he's going to sleep. Where do you guys bed up for the night?
Wherever I've been staying for the past however many days we've been here. Because you said it's been a couple of days. One.
I think you've been here for. Actually, you might have been here for 2 nights.
So wherever I was the past 2 nights.
Yeah, I was gonna say we never actually talked about
I
it.
go back there for a 3rd night.
Cool. It's an inn. You're staying there. It's pretty basic.
I guess I'll do it, like, it's not like the games provided us a place to stay, so I mean, I guess I'd have
No, they're up on like. If you want, like, there's like some like field areas. Like if you have a tent and you want to pitch up and camp that way. There are inns and stuff in the city. A lot of them are probably booked up, but if you have enough coin, you know, anybody can make room. So, do you want to camp or do you want to inn?
I think since we've hit 10 bars and we're having a little fun, I'm gonna go camp up near the temple.
Okay, cool.
Kind of a little
So,
excited, but like at the same time a little buzzed, so I'm not really sure what's going on, but I'm just gonna go towards the temple anyway.
okay, so yeah, your fall. Which temple? The one that they told you to meet at, or the one that Zaxos has gone to? There are 2 different ones.
But right now I don't know that difference. So I think
So you're just going to find a
I'm
temple.
just gonna go to a temple.
Dope. All right. Okay.
I might
Okay.
go to the one that he directed me to.
Huh?
I might go to the one that he directed me to.
Okay. So roll a. Ooh, where is it? Hold on. Roll this D3.
Okay. This is curious. 1.
Okay, you end up drunkenly passed out in front of the Athenian temple.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where you end up.
Okay.
Cool. Depending on what you rolled, you were just gonna end up somewhere.
Sounds good.
So, cool. Night descends, everything. I mean, people are partying all through the wee hours of the morning. But eventually the city quiets down, and the next morning happens. The city as a whole is dealing with a hangover. So it's relatively quiet morning. There's no more games happening this day. This is more of a reverent kind of a day, where people are the first half of the day dealing with their hangovers, but then also preparing for the pilgrimage and sacrifices to the temple. So you wake up.
I do.
You're in the tent, the hospice tent.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, you wake up to Penelope already in there performing her tasks. When does describe your morning to me? How is Glum doing?
Glum is he's.
We
I
can
like
do
to think of
Constitution
him.
if you want, but to see how hungover you are, or if you want to just role play it, that's fun too.
I feel like Glum is one of those guys, since he lives out in nature, has a surprisingly robust constitution. So even though he was a mess last night, he wakes up, does a few stretches, has a big glass of water, has a beer, and then within half hour is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to help Penelope with her hospice work until the rest of the day kind of progresses as it should.
Cool.
All right, well, that was quite an adventure. I think I found the guys I was looking for, and now it's time to. Wait. Oh, all right, you can wait.
Cool. So you're just waiting there until these guys come meet you up?
Pretty much.
All right. Describe your morning to me, Virus.
I get up, I walk out, and I see that there's people walking in and out of the temple. I'm not kind of sure how I ended up here, but I realize that I've made my way to the temple.
When you woke up, there was a simple blanket that had been thrown over you.
And are there guards or anyone that would be standing outside of the temple that would be able to?
Yeah, I'll say there's a couple of guards posted outside. Inside the temple, there are a few just citizens who are doing their worship. You'll notice some priestesses moving in and out. It's a pretty common space. It's not it's barred from anybody.
Okay.
So yeah, a couple guards outside.
I'm gonna make my way towards the closest guard, I guess, and trying to not throw up when I first open my mouth. I asked.
Roll a Constitution save.
Oh yes, okay. I'll roll a Constitution saving throw. Let's see what my Constitution is. That's 1 plus 4. That's a 5.
You puke.
Oh wait, inspiration, because you rolled a 1, right?
But you can't use it for this, can you?
Yes,
no.
correct.
But
he
does.
get
When you get one, you have it going forward.
All right.
Yes.
All right, I have inspiration, but I'm gonna throw up on this man.
Yeah.
Yes, you go to and horror movie projectile vomit on this dude's armor, and it's just I hate festivals. I hate festivals so much. I hate this.
Say, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Is this where the contestants come once they've won?
Yeah, but that's not for another 8 hours, dude.
Okay. And then I go and I sit down, and I don't even really kind of acknowledge that I've thrown up on him, trying to figure myself out. And I say, I'll be back in a few hours. And I go sit down and try to quell an unwanted hangover.
Cool. Describe your morning.
I'm doing great.
I was gonna say, you didn't party too hard last night.
No, I just get up and I don't know. I don't really have it. I just get up at 10 o'clock.
Lazy morning.
Take my time, check out whenever it normally is, and I'll just roll out.
Yeah.
Make my way leisurely up to this tent.
Okay, cool. On your way, the road going up to the, oh my god, coffee's making me burp. Up to the temple, you have to pass by the other temples and the priestess housing, and you will notice Virus hungover. From a distance, you notice the projectile vomit.
Keep on going. I'll meet him up eventually when he's done puking.
And you go, Pyrus, make a perception check.
Alright, perception, which I don't think I have much perception. Ooh, nat 20 plus
Oh,
2,
nice.
22.
Oh, nice. You notice him as he's walking by.
I kind of give him like a light wave, but at the same time, I feel like I'm going to be nauseous again, so I don't really move too much.
Okay,
That's
okay,
fair.
cool.
Yeah.
So you're staying where you are?
Yeah.
All right. You make your way over to the tent. You're in the tent. Lycus enters. Penelope is here.
Listen, Lycus, I want to say, right off the bat, I usually don't get that drunk. And I'm usually not that much. So, rough start, but like, I think that this could be nice, right?
I don't know. They're your buddy. They're just projectile vomited all over a town guard or like a temple guard.
That's legitimately hilarious.
On the way, yeah,
That's
on the way
great.
here, he's hanging out.
Yeah. Well, you get that stuff out in your system. It's good. It's perspective, so he's not going to be so bummed when we leave civilization for a while. Because he'll be like, I just threw up on a bloke. I am embarrassed. I should leave town. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to stay positive.
Sure. Yeah. Why not? Sure.
Yeah. So, my mom made this tent, and we try and help the dying folk. This is Penelope. This is
Hello.
Lycus. He's another one of the strands of tapestry.
Oh! I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Me too.
Usually these things... You know, I'm sure you guys will be fine. You guys seem smart. It'll be fine.
Yep.
These never end in horrible deaths.
Confidence
It's
all
fine.
around.
It's fine.
Great.
It's fine. It's
Yep.
fine.
It's feeling
Yep.
good.
I
about
feel
this.
like it's important to have perspective when going out on an endeavor, and this is you're getting an accurate one.
Yeah, great.
Um.
Everything sucks. Got it.
Yeah. You know, who knows? We might get some nice trinkets on the way.
Sure.
Like I got these here boots and made out of different rat skins, and they glow in sewers. So maybe you get some boots.
You already got gloves.
That's it's fine. One can hope to get rat skin boots. I guess.
I forgot to mention it, but overnight I'm gonna because you guys are kind of like normal humans, and like the way that we're playing this and stuff like that, and like detect magic and identify aren't really like a thing here. I'm gonna say like overnight you will become aware of certain properties. So you will know that the gloves that you received as Ched, they are gloves of thievery.
Awesome. That's perfect.
Just wanted to get that out of the way because I forgot to do it when you woke up.
No, it's all good.
Yep. Cool. So, Penelope is going to be like, are you meeting who's the third? Did you find the third?
He's over at the Temple of Athena. He's nauseous. We had a night.
Oh.
We did what I like to call team bonding.
Oh, that's lovely.
Where we get real drunk.
Last night was a good night to do it.
Yeah. Well, he won one of the games, so he's got to talk with the Oracle. He's got his own appointment. So I think we were gonna meet up when that's over. But I could go send. We could go. He's not too far away. We could go get him if you want to do some kind of.
Oh no! It's fine. I was just curious.
Fred boys meet up.
I was just curious.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you had found all three members of your prophecy.
Yeah, I figured it out pretty quick.
You're so smart.
Thanks. Oh, yeah. So we were just gonna hang out here for a while.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
I gotta dip at it, so because today's the big day, so
yeah, you got stuff.
I got things to do.
Yeah.
Cool. Before I go, I had made a prop, but I forgot it at home. So imagine this is a piece of parchment that has the prophecy written on it.
What? Oh, thanks for this. This is lovely. I have such a bad memory for sonnets, so this will come in handy.
And you will notice in it that because you had just heard it before,
Mm-hmm.
so you will see on it that the word fates is capitalized. And then peace and harmony, you'll notice underneath each of those words as like a little like note. Each of them are written, like the regular one is written lowercase, but underneath it has a capitalization and a question mark.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what you see
All
when you
right.
look at it. She hands it to you and like
Dips.
starts to dip unless you want to try to chase her down for anything.
No. This is pretty. All right. So look, we got. So these are people. Yeah. So I mean, the face is the face. Peace and harmony, probably some kind of gods. Harmony might be a muse of some sort. Maybe peace is like the opposite of Aries.
Sure.
Yeah. Don't they usually, some of them blokes have like opposite, right? They have like opposite kids.
Yeah.
Like night had day.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm babbling now.
It's all good.
But yeah, we might have a long journey ahead of us. So I don't know if you want to
It's
get
got a
like,
music. It's got a music, right?
yeah, I think so.
That's maybe.
Well, that's one of the muses, right?
Well, there are. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really know that close. But yeah, so I was gonna read my mum's book for a couple hours.
Sure.
So yeah. Goodbye.
Cool.
Do you want to hang out? Do you want to go
I don't know.
around?
I'll wait till he shows up and see what happens.
Okay.
Eventually.
Then as you look at your mom's book, a lot of it is as you open it, clearly written is the word Zaxos on the first page.
Oh, that's messed up.
And you'll see underneath it a message that has been that's like the writing isn't really like writing. It seems to be a lot of like kind of like scratchy kind of marks, and it's like you're not sure if it's like a different language or if it's glamoured or like something, but like you can't read, and you'll flip through and you notice different pages filled with the same kind of writing. And you'll flip back to that first page and you'll notice the writing underneath your name starts to burn, and the message is revealed.
Oh.
And it says, "My darling son, I'm sorry. This is what the fates had in store.
Bad start.
I don't know much, but I know these will help you on your journey." That's all you
D, what?
got.
What? What's gonna help me, Mom?
And you'll notice the book isn't really like a book. It's like a leather casing that has different pages like tucked in. And those are the pieces of paper that you were like rifling through.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But so most of it, so the rest of it
It's still,
in this thing I can't read.
yeah.
All right. I guess it's gonna be. Yeah. Do I like?
Receive when you are meant to.
Wait. Mum! Where are you? I can't read it. It's a book of scribbles. But fire makes it tell me the thing when it needs to. So, there's that.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
So should you just set it on fire then?
No. It's special magic fire, and it does it when
Oh.
it wants to, not when I want it to.
Sure it does.
It's one of those. You'll get used to these things. Some things are just the way they are, man.
Sure.
Beautiful. So yeah, you hang out in the tent the next day. For that, during like the day hours. When does Pyrrhus get himself together?
I would say by the time, like a little before, I have to go speak with the Oracle. I've been trying to nurse.
Oh, so you're just gonna hang here until it's time to do the things.
I mean, I want more to hear. And
Yeah.
Considering we've been saying after everything was done, I just figure I'll hang.
Cool. So yeah, the evening descends and it's starting to get, the sun's starting to lower, so things are starting to get a little dimmer in the world. It's not full sunset yet. And at the temple, you will see the other a group of other people like slowly kind of petering in. That are the various champions. And the guard will be like, all right, it's time. You follow them. So you follow them, and different priestesses will lead you inside. And in the room, you all will gather, and there's one that has all of the other priestesses that you've seen have had like purple tunics. This one has a little more of a deeper purple. And you guys will all gather around them, and she will say to you all, congratulations, champions. Welcome to your reward. So before we begin the pilgrimage and you have your audiences with the oracles, we must first prepare you. So in a couple of different buildings around, there's a couple bathhouses. So go clean yourself up. Cleanliness and purity is important. So, make sure you scrub between those toes and get in those belly buttons.
Brush your teeth.
Once you are finished, you will be provided with a set of clean linen clothes. You will be, after that, we have the Champions Feast. So an attendant will come and bring you to that. You will be fed well, and then we will begin the proceedings. While you have this time to kind of think, I'm going to warn that the oracle. So for each event that you had won, you get to ask the oracle a question, and she will provide the answer. But it's hard for her to give clear answers. So if you want the most clear cut, it's best to try to ask yes or no questions. Other than that, so kind of think about your wording, try to be specific. Yeah, I think that's everything I gotta tell you. So enjoy your baths, and I'll see you in a couple hours. And different attendants will lead you guys out to the bathhouses. It's typical kind of Grecian. Big pool. There's like smelly oils and perfumes and vapors and such. And then the clothes that they provide you with are simple white, just tunics. And after that, is there anything specific you want to do in the bathhouse?
Outside of getting all the vomit everywhere off.
Yeah, all the other champions in the bathhouse with you, like in the specific one, are staying pretty clear of your section because they do not want that water touching them.
Okay.
Checks out, yeah.
Oh, there's so much space in this bathhouse. I love it.
I love that. And they will, once you guys are all cleaned up and freshened, they will lead you to the Champions Feast. So this is a special hall within the priestesses' living quarters, like it's kind of their community area, but it's decorated. There's like gold like torch sconces and bright light. There's a lot of floral and like what's the word I'm looking for? Like greenery kind of like decorating the walls, and there's a big table laden with the most succulent foods and the most delicious looking tasty treats that you can imagine. And they will lead everyone in and sit down, and you will begin to feast.
Smash cut to like us outside Zaxos outside being like,
Oh look, I found a nut. It's gonna be dinner.
Yeah, is that how like you guys just still chilling at the tent?
Yeah.
Wait, you want me to go on a food run? We've been here for a while. I could go get us some food, or if you wanted to go get us some food, stretch your legs. You've been cooped up here all day.
Sure, I'll go get some food. That
Cool.
way
You guys
keep
can play
bringing your
games.
weird. Oh wait, you read your book.
Yeah, it was literally it was like
a page.
It was 3 lines of text that just apologized and then went away.
Yeah, it sounded like it was gonna be like a whole thing.
Yeah, no. I thought it was gonna be more now, but this is a later book, and some books are now books, and some books are later books. That's what my mom used to say. So that's where we are, man.
Now, question.
Yeah.
Are you still holding on to that boar you killed 3 days ago for the sacrifice?
No. That was definitely something that I offered, like, as we got into the city. Because I'm assuming there's probably a lot of different sacrifices going on. So my idea was to, like, as we got there, kind of provide this sacrifice for the celebration.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Not a specific one for the, for this
Day.
Okay.
Okay.
Because honestly, Zaxos didn't think he would still be here.
Fair.
He was expecting to have a chat with Penelope and then go back to his home.
Fair. So you will know that, because, you know, you've grown up around Delphi. You know that traditionally on this day, most, if not all of the citizens of Delphi, at this, like, after they all go through the process of cleansing and feasting and getting, like, ready, that there is a big procession from the base of the walkway that, like, leads up to the temple area and then up further, like, to like a mile or two up to the big temple. And so it's this big procession that is they'll walk up. It's led by the oracle and her attendants. Everybody does a big procession. There's a big sacrifice thing. And then all of the citizens basically, like, you bring an offering to the temple, and, like, everybody goes through to the temple to offer, pray, and then retreat.
Gotcha.
After, like, that big, like, the big religious part of this, it's another kind of, like, party, but it is in the city, but it's a little less, like, ravey. It's more kind of up on the grounds around the temple.
Okay.
It's more kind of drinking and thankful. It's less like, let's get drunk, let's fuck. Like it's a
okay,
church picnic as opposed to a rave.
See, when you threw out the let's fuck thing, it killed my analogy, which
what
was
was
going to be, it's the difference between the night before Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the difference between the night before Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving itself. So, with that in mind, is there anything you want to do in preparation for this evening?
Yeah, probably. I'm trying to think of something that Zaxos would consider like a good sacrifice. But yeah, he's probably gonna go. He's gonna try and. Yeah, he would probably go out and try and hunt something, like some kind of small game. And he's going to try and get 2 so Lycus can have, because he just sent Lycus on a food run. So he's going to go try and kill some kind of rabbit or some small kind of animal.
In keeping with our canon, you get a badger and a hamster in togas. Because we said that they lived in the woods.
Do I put that... Okay, no. Yeah, cool. So I give, So I'll give Lycus the...
It's my grease.
The badger, and I will keep the toga-wearing hamster.
Delightful.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Yeah. There's a whole thing, and there's a procession, and we all got to walk in a line, and then we give a sacrifice, and so I got your sacrifice. It's a dead badger in a toga.
All right.
The gods are gonna love it.
All right.
Listen, bud. I'm doing my best here, alright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, no one.
I mean, if you want to give it back, we can switch it back. You can have the hamster if you don't want the badger. I'm trying to be a...
No.
Trying to be a bro here.
It's all good.
Alright, cool.
Delightful. And as everyone in the city and all of you are preparing for the evening ritual, this is where we are going to leave you and take a quick break.
Go.
Okay. Hi, Internet. Welcome back.
What's up?
We are freshly caffeinated by coffee. Coffee, if you want to sponsor us, please do.
Are you asking, like,
just general...
Just general coffee.
Like
just all coffee. Anybody with coffee, you want to sponsor us?
Hear that,
great.
Bean?
Hear that, you beans?
Alright, cool.
Get
I love that.
I'm practicing my sponsorship voice for generic coffee, so that way if anybody watches and wants us to sponsor us, they know we can advertise.
Ooh.
See?
This
I like
happens
that.
to be Death Wish coffee. So Death Wish coffee is really good if you would like to do that. I'm on board. I doubt you're watching this, but you
Hey.
never know.
You never know. All right, that's enough of that. You get ads in plenty of other places in your life. We don't need to do that here. So, we have all done our preparation. So it is now nighttime. The sun has set. The path leading up to the temple has like periodic torches lit, lighting the way, and the masses are gathering at the base of the walkway with their various offerings. And Pyrus, you, after the feast and everything, they will have cleared the decks. They will lead you outside and kind of line you up 2 by 2, and they hand out laurel branches, and they give you 2. You did 2. Yes, you get 2 branches, and those are your offerings to give to the oracle when you ask your questions. And they will tell you to wait here until the priestess and her, until the oracle and her attendants begin the procession. Other than that, good luck. Hope you all find the answers you're looking for. Yeah. So at that point, you'll be outside. You'll wait for a few minutes, and you guys will hear a big, kind of like gong bell noise, kind of, and the murmurings in the crowd hush down, and it gets like oddly quiet for how many people are here. It's and coming out of one of the smaller buildings off the temple, the door opens up, and you have 2 priestesses in their light purple, and now they have veils over, carrying laurel branches, and they process out. And in between is the oracle herself, who is in a plain white, simple tunic with a white veil over her face. And then lined up behind are a few more priestesses. You'll notice the oracle is leading, not carrying, by a rope, a let's go black goat. So, and they start slowly making their way up. And as they get onto the road and start proceeding up, the oracle starts slowly singing a hymn to Apollo, and slowly the crowd kind of joins in, and until it like is built, and it's like this, I'm not gonna say ominous, but like this kind of, because it's a bunch of voices a cappella singing this like relatively reverent kind of hymn. So there's kind of like a little bit of like a superstition thrill in the air. And you guys slowly process your way up to the Temple of Apollo.
I was trying to think of a song that I could sub the word Apollo into, like a pop culture song, to like
Apollo
for a joke. I know the only one I came to was AFI. Apollo, me as the widest trace of light.
So we started
Apollo
at the Temple of Athena,
Yes.
and now we're marching to the Temple of Apollo, or we're going back to the Temple of Athena?
No, you're going to the Temple of Apollo. So the Temple of Athena is the smaller one where the multiple buildings are. The Temple of Apollo is like the big main one that he stole the necklace from,
Okay.
and that the oracle does her jam. So, you're like,
I did. It was, yeah.
yeah. So, you guys, the champions, are lined up directly behind the priestesses, and then the rest of the crowds are behind you. Did you guys start down at the base with everybody else, or are you guys just like chilling at your mom's tent during all this?
I think Zaxos is definitely starting like at the bottom and participating, but
Sure.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are
I have
in
this badger. I guess I should do something with it.
You guys are amongst the crowd then. And as you they process their way up, there's the singing. Then when you guys get to the temple itself, the doors that the guards were guarding before are now open, so everybody outside can kind of see in towards where the altar is, and there are a bunch of torches lit up, so it's like very visible. The priestess, or the oracle, walks through and around to the opposite side of the temple, or the altar. The priestesses line up on either side of the temple itself, and except for her 2 attendants next to her. Champions, you are also welcomed into the temple itself and stand lined up towards the back, like the entrance side. And then the rest of the crowds are outside looking in at this. And the priestess, or I keep saying the priestess, the oracle here, her attendants remove her veil. They help lift the goat onto the altar itself. The oracle says a quick prayer of offering to Apollo and to guide her and her knowledge, and takes a big old knife, cuts it through. And you'll see that in the altar itself there are like rivets that go and lead down, and then rivets that kind of go along the floor and around and like in like different patterns and that kind of stuff, and the blood spills and pools and starts to run through those. After that happens, and she's got like, you know, blood splatters and blah, blah. And after that,
Yeah, as one does.
as one does.
Yeah.
And at that moment, you guys hear the grating of stone, and you see her start to descend behind the altar out of sight.
Is that normal?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nobody else seems to be kind of reacting.
That's
Her priestesses follow, and they will gesture for you guys to follow as well. They precede you down the staircase, down. I mean, you would know because you went through this before when you went to go see the oracle.
Okay.
So you know that there is an opening there to get down to her like inner sanctum.
Cool.
Where the vapors live.
Yeah.
So she takes you, or they take you down and precede you. Her and her attendants enter the room, and they tell you guys to wait out in front or outside of the room. And the same priestess in that dark purple cloak tunic will tell you guys that you will enter one by one. You will drop your offering into the chasm and then ask your question. If you have more than one, do one at a time, ask your question, then do your next. I'm going to say you are... Let's find out where in the lineup you are. Let's say there are this many. Okay, you're going to be the third to enter. Quick just departure to the outside where you guys are. You'll have, as they make their way through after the whole like ritual and ceremony, and they all vanish. The guards outside and a couple of other priestesses outside will start like gesturing for groups to start entering, and you as a crowd kind of process up to the altar itself and give whatever your offering is if it's something that is material, so like food, wine, money, something like that, it is piled around like the base of the altar. And if you have an animal sacrifice or something like that, you do that on the altar to add to the blood flow.
Okay.
And yeah, once you're up there, you can say a quick prayer, do what you need to do, and then once you are finished with that, you will exit the temple to enjoy the party outside.
Dope.
Is there anything? Do you guys like want to role play your offerings?
I just have one quick addendum to mine.
Yeah.
So I'm going, like, Zaxos is gonna do like the normal sacrifice to Apollo, and that's gonna be the hamster into the under the big
Blood pool?
sacrifice table. But he's also gonna take all of the money he has, which is 8 gold pieces, and he's gonna put that down as well, and say a quick and silent prayer to his mom.
Oh, okay.
Because he just got the gift from her oracle, so it's like her oracular powers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just gonna be a little like, thanks mom and dad. Thanks mom for the help. Thanks dad for the cat. Thank you for I'm gonna give a quick thanks to my parents, and before starting on this mission, and so I'm starting with no money, just what I have, just the stuff on me.
Cool. Do you have anything in particular you want to do when you do your offering?
To Badger up there and be like, all right, Badger, do your thing.
Oh, you crushed it. You did so good.
And yeah, the blood will pool, flows out, and then you guys are free to go hang out and gambling, drink, typical party type stuff.
Listen, we might be on the road for a while after this, so any kind of creature comforts, make sure you get your favorite meal, make sure you get your favorite drink, make sure you enjoy town while we can. All right, and yeah,
I'm gonna steal as many things as I can.
From the party?
From as many people as I can. No, not like from the
Not
offering, like
Oh, okay.
people in the crowd. I'd be like, oh, look, you've got gold.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you're not trying to steal from the altar, are you?
No,
Because
I'm not an idiot.
bold, sir. You already stole one thing from this temple.
Bold move, Cotton.
Bold move, Cotton.
No, I know how that's gonna pay off for me. No, so I will just try to. I'm just told to do what I can while I'm in the city because I won't be here for a while. So I'm gonna pickpocket as many people as I can.
Cool. I will get to that after.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, I'm gonna say roll yourself a trinket.
Oh, okay, we can do that. Come here, Trinky.
And then I will tell you what other things you're able
Not
to
an
learn.
8, which is the most important number.
Oh, when we roll trinkets, don't roll an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the only cursed trinket on the whole trinket table.
Exactly.
They've both rolled it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the least obtrusive of the curses.
Yes.
I'm pulling it up.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll jump back to you
Yeah.
after that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go over the other stuff you get.
Cool.
So down in the hallway, first champion enters the room. When they leave, they seem pleased. Second person goes in, is in there for a few minutes, comes out and looks a little paler and a little like trepidatious.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
word.
right.
All right, cool. Trepidatious and like uneasy. So I'm gonna say you have been standing out there for maybe like 10-15 minutes. And then the priestess in the dark purple will gesture to you to enter the chamber. As you enter, you're led in a few feet into the room in the chamber. There's the deep chasm. It's not very like wide. It's maybe like that wide, but it is deep. Like you cannot see. It just disappears into blackness. And green-ish type mists and vapors are rising out of it. And as you enter the room, you get a strong smell of decay and rot and just like earth and must and like that kind of a scent. There you see the oracle in her white tunic sitting on her seat, which hovers above, and there are a couple priestesses kind of lined across the room. You enter with, what do you do?
I enter, I walk up to the chasm, and I throw the first branch in, and I say...
As you do that, a gust of vapors kind of rise up and like waft over her, and she... Ask.
And I say, Oracle, as Apollo once guided Paris's arrow to defeat Achilles, would he guide my sword in freeing my people of the oppression that the Spartans hold over them?
Yes.
Okay.
Good start.
That is a good start. Okay. I didn't expect that answer. I throw the second branch in. And I... for my second question, I ask if... I got my understand.
What are tonight's lottery numbers?
I have been roped into what seems like a
Threats. But
I have been roped into what seems like a threaded quest.
Great start. Flawless.
Adventure with men I don't know. On this quest, will I be granted further strength in my goal to free my people? I'm not going.
Oracle, exasperated sighs.
I'm thinking what the answer is.
Why couldn't
Should you play your cards right, boons will be granted, and strength will be bolstered.
Oh, now we got to learn how to play cards too?
I don't think I know how to do that.
That's what you get.
I don't know.
I'm kind of excited because I have playing cards in my inventory.
Oh, coming up, pirates.
Very literal interpretation. All right, gotta go play some cards.
Let us play cards.
So I guess I can't ask any more questions, so I guess I have to leave.
Yeah, that's what you get. All right.
Pyrus is satisfied.
And the purple tunic lady will lead you out, lead you back up. You'll emerge in, like, all the people are coming up to the front of the altar. You guys are exiting from behind the altar. And she will, as you emerge, if there's anything you wish to offer on your own or any prayers you wish to be said, you can take a moment at the altar before exiting the temple.
You know what? Since she said it, I am going to place my deck of cards.
Oh, nice.
Hey! Okay. Fun.
And I kneel down and I say, here's to hoping this is a winning hand.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I'll leave. And on my way out, I'm going to stop at the guard. What does the guard have on him that I threw up on?
Wait, what? The guard that you threw up on?
He's not. Wait, we're at a different temple.
Yeah,
so
you're
he's
at a
not
different
even there.
temple.
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
even there. All right, then don't even worry about it.
All
I
right,
was
cool.
gonna say something, but he's not.
So you exit and emerge, and at this point, there's still a pretty decent line going into the temple because, like, it's a whole city worth of people. But a good amount has also made it through. So, like, you see a pretty, not, like, overly populated yet party happening on the lawn. I was gonna say, if you want, you can find these guys. If you just want to participate in any games, you can. What are people doing at the party? What we got going on?
Ooh, Zaxos is probably...
Once you're out of the temple.
Oof. I don't know. He partied pretty hard last night, and he's not a big partier. He's probably just, like, off somewhere, kind of, not, like, in a quieter section of the party, just kind of, like, jamming out on his panpipes.
Nice.
Just, like, having a grand old time.
As this is a place of worship to Apollo, a couple of other people with instruments come and join you.
Dope. We
Jam. There's a handsome fella who comes up and pulls out a weird set of drums that you've never really seen before.
Oh, weird.
And just starts. And for some reason, that simple addition of the beat just makes the jam, like, elevate. You start getting a crowd of people around. People start partying, start dancing around you. There's, like, bonfires going. Things are getting lit.
It's just the Song of Storms from Ocarina of Time, but
Hell
with
yeah.
a sick drum beat.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And what are you doing?
Oh, my trinket.
Oh, you're right, your trinket.
So this is how good of a thief that I am.
Mm-hmm.
So I stole the pants off somebody. Literally. A pair of pants with 20 magical pockets. An item placed in the pocket takes up the expected amount of space in said pocket, but from the outside appears as though empty.
considering we're in a culture that wears a lot of skirts, that's impressive.
I know. I'm that good. I found someone with pants and then I took them.
Yep. I'm gonna say you also. Let's do.
Oh, we didn't notice.
Roll a d4 for me.
1.
Okay, you get 1 silver bracelet worth. Let's call it. I don't know how much things are worth. 15 gold.
Sure. We can say that.
Sure, we'll say that.
It's your game.
I know.
do
I
your
know.
thing.
I know.
Come on.
I'm always anxious, like, I'm gonna play the game wrong. I'm like, it's a game
It's
of
not a
make believe.
thing.
I make up the
It's
rules,
not a
it's
thing.
fine. And then you will also get, because you're so thief, you
Even
get
more so now.
8 pieces of silver.
Okay.
Cool. And then as you exit, what's your move?
As I exit, I am going. Well, considering what I've just heard, I am in gear to kind of change back into, make sure I have everything that I had before on. No longer wearing the linens, and then search for those two to kind of get this quest in gear, so to speak. Just because, I'm still kind of fixated on trying to save my people, so
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Of course.
see, what's next.
Cool. He's moving about sneaky, so he's gonna be harder to find. He has a whole big like drum circle jam band party going on around him, so you'll very easily be able to clock him and go over and join him after you get all your stuff.
All right.
Cool. So the party progresses, and after a while, because drinks are flowing and everything, you start to hear from further within like the big group of people commotion. And shouting follows, and you in the middle of the jam sesh, someone hurls another person and they land in the middle of you, and everybody kind of stops and looks, and it's kind of like that moment in every movie where one kid is like, food fight! And everybody roll initiative! Because you're in a big old tavern brawl, even though we're not in a tavern. Party brawl.
That's a 4.
18.
23.
Oh, wait, this is first. 23.
Well, really, it's whatever order you want it to be. So.
I know, but it makes sense for me to do this way, so that's why I thought it would be the other way. But I was wrong! You and you. Okay, that's gonna be... Pyrus, what did you have?
I rolled a 4.
You did 4, Lex, you got
18.
18. There we go. Okay. Here we go. So, guy goes in, everybody's like, "Rah!" And it's just commotion. People punching, people, throwing, people pushing, shouting, just chaos. What do you do?
I am going to. We're in a drum circle. There are people all about. I am.
And like it's starting up all around you, so you're just like all of you are now just like in the middle of fighting.
All right. You know what? I think I'm just gonna. Okay, so how are we doing this? Am I just like
Get him.
I'm gonna say after the person got thrown in, I'm gonna say like food fight moment. The person next to you is just gonna go and try to punch you.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna punch him first.
Okay.
Well, yeah. What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Like mechanically. Like what am I rolling?
So sorry. Roll just generic attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your melee. If you want to like try to throw something at somebody, you would do a ranged weapon attack. Everything unless you want it to be, I'm gonna assume is non-lethal, unless you specifically state it's lethal.
Okay.
Do that if there are any sort of other mechanics that you want to put in, like class abilities or stuff like that. Let me know and kind of describe how you want to use that. in the situation.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Kind of.
What's up?
What, like, so am I just, like, attacking with my short sword? Am I doing a unarmed strike? Like, mechanically, what am I rolling for? What dice am I using?
Fair. Roll. Yeah, do whatever your regular weapon attack is.
Okay.
We'll use that as the basis.
That is gonna be a 13.
That will hit.
All right.
Yeah, so the way this works is the fight has a set number of hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Once that gets depleted, the fight will end.
Gotcha.
Like the brawl will have died down. And then on each of the brawl's turns, I get a certain number of attempts to like knock at you guys.
Gotcha. All right, so that's going to be 6 points of damage. And on, since it is my first turn of combat, I would like to use my Dread Ambusher ability to take an additional attack.
Okay, go for it.
That is a...
I'm so sorry. How much was the damage? Do you
6.
remember? Thank you.
And that's going to be a 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And that is 8 points of damage.
Is this short sword, right?
Yeah.
Light test rolls, you get another attack. Short swords are light.
I'm not dual wielding.
That's
Yeah.
why. Yeah, see.
Cool.
Cool. So
Are you going to use your movement at all?
No.
Cool.
So how does one move away from a brawl?
I was going to say,
exactly.
you can if you want to try to get out of the brawl,
No.
I see. To leave.
but you're going to take some swings on your way.
Basically, in Zaxos' head, it's like, oh, this is the Dionysus section of this party. All right.
Exactly. Everybody is just like, ah!
Is this time?
All right. Lake, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna, I guess, attack with... We'll just basically do exactly what Zaxos just did. Which is... Oh, hey, those are good rolls. So it's an 18
That'll hit.
and a... More than that. That's 23.
Hits.
So, will be the first one will be, oh god, 6 points. And the second one, 3 points. And then I will attempt to hide amongst the bar brawl.
Okay.
There's a lot going on.
All right. Fair.
What do you
Fair.
think?
Roll.
Yeah, what do you think?
We'll do stealth.
Should it be at disadvantage or do you want it to
Yeah,
be?
it's gonna be a
okay.
disadvantage.
That's fine. I'm gonna... Yeah, no. That'll be a 11.
All right. Cool. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Brawl's turn. The generic brawl.
The brawl.
The brawl. All right. So, someone in the area clocks you
Sure.
trying to dip, and is like, no, that's not how these work, buddy. And
Leaving.
is going to grab a bottle of wine or a jar of wine, I guess.
Business.
He's gonna like smash it against somebody so it breaks, and then come at you with it.
I don't like that.
So he's going to attack. I don't like that. 13.
That was gonna miss.
That's a bummer. But then he's gonna try again.
Sure.
There we go. Dirty 20.
I would like to use a lucky point to make you have disadvantage on that.
Ah!
So please roll a second one, and hopefully it's lower.
That's actually the exact same.
All right, then that's all I can do.
All right, so then you're gonna take. Ooh, 19 points of damage.
Woof.
That is not a minimal amount, but
No.
No,
No ho. And then a separate person is going to try to get you.
You certainly try.
The guy
mate.
that you've been
punching.
brawling with.
Oi!
He's gonna try to get you. Woo! Rolling good tonight. Dirty 20.
That hits, surprisingly.
Cool. The damage to you was slashing.
That doesn't matter.
I don't know if it matters.
Not,
Okay, cool.
Not yet.
Cool. So
Actually,
then
not ever. So.
you, sir, are gonna take, let's do 12 points of damage.
Cool.
Then I'm going to, and then the guy, after he punches at you, he's gonna grab a bottle and take a big old swing.
Alright.
And then it is Pyrus's turn.
Oh, just
Yeah,
No,
it's your turn.
okay,
Sorry,
so-
I was writing.
Yeah.
So there's two people respectively fighting them. Is there anyone fighting me, or are they?
Not right now. There's just kind of commotion around you. I'm gonna say you're probably kind of getting tossed around a little bit, but no one's actually specifically gone for you yet.
Since he took a pretty bad hit, I'm gonna go after the man attacking Legas.
Cool. So you like see it over and like the warrior and you just
Yes.
charges over.
And
What do we get?
That is a 17.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. Awesome. That is 7.
All right. Is that all your things?
That is yeah, that's it.
Cool. This guy did not like that. He's focus is now kind of changed to you as that's happening. Again, like there are like people kind of getting thrown and lifted, and there's bottles getting thrown and smashed. Utter chaos and commotion. And then we cut over back to Zaxos.
Alright, so this guy's drinking.
Yeah, this guy swung at you, grabbed the bottle, and
So he's no longer a threat, so I'm gonna go to the next guy over.
okay.
And I'm going for a oi! Proper British headbutt.
Okay, so he's in the middle of like wrestling and fisticuffs with other people, and you just grab the back of his shoulder, spin him around.
Actually, first hunter's mark, and then
Okay.
headbutt.
All right, go. What did you? What do you got?
That is a 17 to hit.
17 to hit. That hits.
And he takes 9 points of headbutt damage.
Woo!
Nice.
Cool. So yeah, the battle is like the brawl is in full tilt right now.
So yeah, I headbutt that guy, and then I'm gonna make like I'm gonna get down in a 3-point stance, and next turn I'm ready to charge tackle someone else.
Cool. I'm gonna say the guy you headbutt after you
Yeah.
headbutt him kind of like
Nope.
dazed and collapses.
Dope.
Yeah, like there are bodies now starting to drop and like be knocked out and all that kind of stuff. Some people are like, I need to get out of here.
Oi, who's next?
Cool. Legacy.
I am going to attack a guy.
Oh, well, he just attacked the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
So he's now distracted. You can try to go at him or somebody else. If you go for him, since... I was going to say, since he's distracted, I would give you advantage.
Oh, great. I'll roll 2 dice and
Right.
I'll take it anyway. It's a
Okay.
23,
That'll hit.
but that's more important because that means sneak attack. This guy will take 14 points of damage
Nice.
from that attack. And then my second attack is dirty 20
Nice. Hits.
for 3 points of damage.
Nice.
And now I'm going to attempt to hide again.
All
'Cause
right.
Why would I not do that? We'll do a disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage again.
Okay, that is. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use my inspiration to give myself advantage. So I'll just take the straight roll, which this go around is a 15.
Alright, that will.
I'm sorry, no, wait, I'm stupid. I have expertise. That's a 17.
That hits.
Great, that's.
Oh, is that the damage or is that?
No, that's my stealth check.
Oh, that's the stealth check. Sorry. That yeah, that passes.
You hit
You're
that
fine.
stealth
You
check.
hit that stealth.
You
So
hit the shit
so
out of it.
stealth.
That's what I want. I want
So
to hit the
stealth.
stealth checks.
So stealth.
So
That
that's
is
the goal.
Good. Yeah. So you see him kind of like vanish into the crowd.
Okay.
All right. Brawl's turn. They as it's going. So you're fighting the one dude. So he's gonna try to get at you. Does a 15 hit you?
It does not. That is a miss.
Okay, so he's gonna miss you.
And I'm gonna use a maneuver.
Oh, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna riposte.
Okay.
So that's gonna be one of my superiority die, and I'm going to try and hit you with a. You can react to try to hit. So I'm gonna try to throw the hit. That
Nice!
is a 20.
Nat 20.
Oh,
It's very nice.
lovely.
So 26. And now I'm going to roll, and I get to add the superiority die to that.
And they're both doubled because you crit.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
double,
don't have-
double dice.
What do you need?
That is a. That is 15.
15 hits.
That's.
Oh, no, sorry,
Nope,
that's the
now
damage. I
roll
keep
those
doing
again.
that.
So 15 plus 6 is 21.
21.
So that riposte is 21 points of damage.
That's not bad
Amazing.
for a riposte.
That's a good riposte.
It's a hell of a riposte.
Okay. All right. At this moment, then that guy, after getting you and you hit him back, he kind of stumbles and like trails off. He's gonna, grab whatever's around, start drinking, and like drunkenly join the brawl elsewhere. Like he's kind of
Didn't like that.
Didn't
I'm
like
gonna
that.
keep going this way.
don't like that.
You got me on this one, buddy.
Do not like that. Going away. All right. And as he kind of stumbles away, you hear a shout come like from behind you, and he's gonna yell, "Deserter!"
Okay.
And what do you do in that instant? Quick. What do you do?
I'm going to turn around and face him.
Cool. You see the same Spartan soldier that you saw before. And he comes up to you, he's like, "I thought I recognized you!" And he's gonna try to get you.
Okay.
Oof. I'm gonna say he's probably gonna miss with a big old 9.
Yes, he does miss with a big old 9.
Yeah. Alright.
Should
Alright.
You can. You only have one reaction per turn.
Oh, okay, so I can't.
Yeah. Alright, and then that was that. You took out a guy. You vanished. That is it for the brawl's turn. And Pyrus went. No, Pyrus, now it's your turn.
no,
Now it's Pyrus'
now
turn.
it's my
Sorry.
turn.
Yes.
All right,
go.
so this guy called me a deserter, and I look him straight in the eye, and I am just kind of, I bash my sword against my shield a few times, like if you're gonna come at me, you better come at me. And I'm gonna roll.
He looks a little embarrassed.
Yes. Oh, I have inspiration.
Yeah, get
That 8 didn't
advantage.
happen.
There's no such thing as 8.
Maybe the 8 did.
There's an 8.
So it's either the 12 or the 14, but
Okay, so wait, so
14? Does 14 hit?
okay. 14 does not hit. He is Spartan. He got armor. Cool. Is there anything else on your turn, or are you just here standing?
I'm gonna stand my ground. You called me a deserter. I'm here to play.
Dope. All right, top of the round, Zaxos.
Do I know any of this is happening, or am I just like in the brawl?
I would say you're in. Make a perception check.
Oh, 22.
Sure, yeah, you can. You will have heard the call of deserter, and you would have heard the bash against.
Okay. When I
This
hear
thing.
deserter, I get excited because my first thought is for dessert.
Okay.
And I look over and then I see what's happening, and this looks like this isn't that people isn't playing. So yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to shift my hunter's mark over to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to mechanically, I'm going to use my gift of the sticks to teleport behind that guy.
Oh, nice.
But what like RP rise? What I'm doing is because I mentioned I'm down in the 3-point stance.
Yeah.
I run and charge at this guy, like completely unarmored, nothing, just like, ah! And then right before I get to him is when I pop up behind him.
Cool.
And then I am going to pull out a pair of short swords and just like fucking go to this guy.
All right. Give me your rolls.
All right. Oof. I got a miss and probably a hit with a 16. 20. Nope. No. Don't say it. 18.
18 is your roll?
18 is the roll. Yes.
That will hit.
Cool. The first one was a 3 on the die.
No.
I assumed that one.
Heard no.
All right. So yeah. 8 plus 4, 12 points of damage.
All right. Nice. You hit him with enough force to have him whip around to face you.
Cool. I'm like, oi! That's all I got.
Yeah. All right. Legus.
I'm gonna attack that guy from.
So it's 3 of you on the one dude? Hell yeah.
Well, yeah. Well,
Don't start nothing.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm hitting. So here we go. Advantage attack. That's a 17.
17.
17? Yeah, 17.
Wait. Yeah, doesn't hit.
Or you sound uncertain.
No, I am.
Oh.
I'm
You
certain.
are uncertain, or
No,
you are
I am certain.
Okay, all right.
Guidance still. The new guidance doesn't work for attack rolls, does it?
No, it does not.
Ah, okay.
So then I will make my second attack, which is way better. 26.
Oh yeah, you get him.
So that'll be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will hide again.
Stealth at disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's a 19.
Yep.
Yeah. Hit it. Yeah.
Did
Hit
it.
that stealth check.
Crushing it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Spartan's turn. He is going to go. He's now focused on you.
You go bring it.
That's gonna miss. How does a 14 do?
Miss.
Really? Well, that's upsetting.
Not to me.
All right. All right. And then since he tries to attack you twice and you're just like, then he's gonna go for just like a shove to kind of get you out of his area so he can go back to focusing on him.
Okay, cool.
So do give me opposed athletics.
Okay. Definitely not acrobatics, right?
Definitely not acrobatics.
Keep that guidance on check.
All right.
Ooh.
I got a 14 plus. Oh, I forgot that I'm actually kind of strong. I got a 16.
I got a big old 9.
Woo!
so
So he tries to shove me, and
so
I'm just
he
like,
goes to push and just boom.
not to die, bruv.
Throws him back. He's gonna stumble back. You're not too far behind him, so he's gonna kind of like stumble into you and like regain, and now he's like trapped on both sides by you guys. All right. And then let me do one last thing, some brawl stuff. All right, cool. Pyrus. Oh, not Pyrus. I keep doing it.
Yes, Pyrus.
Yes, Pyrus, but not you. You. Hi. What do you want to do?
Hi, I'm gonna attack him because he said some things.
Yeah,
So
he did. He made some accusations.
that's a whole 11.
That's all. That's gonna be a big ol' miss. This is the most unimpressive Spartan fight ever. It's just like swinging and missing.
I'm swinging in anger. So not in making
Not-
I was
heads.
gonna say they're not. This is not their preferred method of fighting.
No!
It's very regimented.
The chaos is really throwing you guys
Yes,
off.
yes. But that's gonna be my movement. I'm not going anywhere. He called me out, so
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, he called you out. Cool. All right. We move on. Back to you, Zexos.
All right, 2 more attacks.
Let's go.
That is a 24.
That would definitely hit. At this point, you guys will notice that the brawl is starting to wind down a bit. Like,
Yeah.
there's a good amount of people passed out. A lot of people have been like, you know what, I'm done with this. A lot of people have gone back to drinking.
I got a 5, 9 points of damage on this guy.
9 points of damage on this guy. Okay. Cool.
Yep, that's
Did
it.
you do your 100 mark?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Lucas.
I will attack with advantage because I'm hidden. That's 15.
Nope.
So that's gonna miss. And then the second one is gonna be. I'm gonna give myself advantage on this with the lucky point. Turn it into a natural 20.
Woo!
That's what we're talking about.
Do.
Okay. 10, 15, 16 points of damage.
All right. At this point, are we going non-lethal or lethal?
Yeah, non-lethal.
All right,
100%
cool.
non-lethal.
That is enough to take him out. So rogue. So stealthy.
Yeah, just
Got
in
it.
the head.
And he's gonna collapse down in front of you. All right. I'm gonna say the brawl is kind of winding down to an end, and at this moment, as you knock out this Spartan soldier, you hear a voice that Pyrus is familiar to you, from earlier, the day before, who goes, "I told you to watch yourself." And you see the same Spartan you saw before go charging through the a more scarce kind of a brawl towards the Athenian that you saw before. He runs up to him, and you're not entirely sure what happens exactly. Because there's still kind of commotion going around. You don't see particulars, but he rushes over, and when they meet, they both collapse. Instant. And at this point, that kind of takes everybody out of it, the rest of the people kind of around or whatever. And at this point, the brawl has completely dissipated. And someone nearby the two of them screams, and is freaked out, and the crowd suddenly pushes away from those two bodies.
I run over and go,
I know some medical stuff if this helps.
As you approach, are you getting close to them?
Yeah.
Cool. You will see that the Athenian, well, actually not the Athenian. The Athenian has dropped, and very similar to when you found the other body in the tavern.
Yeah.
This body looks like it's been dead for too long, considering you just saw him.
Okay.
The other, the Spartan, is next to him, and in his stomach is a dagger, and blood is starting to pool out, and he looks the appropriate amount of dead.
Okay.
You can do what you want. Also in this moment, when the bodies collapsed, and as the blood is seeping out of him, you'll hear those last few
Can I cast Spare the Dying?
ooh.
Which, if he's making death saves, then he is stabilized and no longer has to make death saves.
Sure. You can do that.
I do that.
Okay.
But I'll be to say, when I cast Spare the Dying, it looks like I basically put a hand on his shoulder and just be like, Dad, if it's his time, it's his time, but if it's not...
All right. As you do that, a little kind of flush comes back to him,
Mm-hmm.
and his breath gets a little more steady.
Mm-hmm.
But after a few good breaths, it starts to get ragged again.
Mm-hmm.
Make a medicine check.
Woof. That's going to be a +2, 7. Did I fail? Then I'm going to cast Guidance.
There you go. Get that D4.
That's a 4, so that brings it to an 11.
That's
Okay.
a big shift.
So you notice the blood that's seeping from the wound
Mm-hmm.
mixed in with the blood itself. You start to see trickles of black swirl in.
Okay.
So yeah, you're not entirely sure what that is, but you would assume some sort of poison or venom.
Okay.
And his breath starts to get ragged again, and it gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and the life eventually drains from him.
Cool. As he starts getting his raggedy breaths, I feel like this is something I'm very familiar with, someone in their death
Mhm.
throes. So I just like grab his hand, put a hand, like my other hand, like around his neck, be like, it's all right. It's okay. You're going to see Charon, and then you're going to Erebus, and then Elysium for you, man. Elysium.
And you see like a little like hint of like a piece, like, I'm not gonna say peaceful, but like, and the panic is still in his eyes, but you notice those words give him a small comfort, and that you get a sense of gratefulness in this moment to have someone there with him.
Cool. So I'm going to put him down, and then I'm going to take the dagger.
Cool. As he breathes his last breath, there is a big clap of thunder from above.
Uh-oh.
And you guys notice a storm moving in quick. What's our move? What are we doing? What are we doing?
I'm going to say to these guys, all right, this looks godly and bad, so I think we need to get cover. Right?
Yeah, maybe you should put that dagger down.
Before
I put it in my sheath. All right.
before we seek cover, the Spartan that is now down, is he unconscious or is he just fatigued? Like, is he still
The one you guys were fighting?
Yeah.
He's unconscious.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. What's the move with him, mate?
Well,
He's he called you a word.
Deserter.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it because in case that's a touchy subject, but like that sounds like something. If you need tracks not to be discovered, then and we need to, you know.
Can I kick him awake?
Interesting.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna say no because he's unconscious because you guys beat him, so I don't think beating him a little more is gonna rouse him.
I was thinking of something, but if he's not gonna get up, then we should just leave. I mean, at this point.
I was gonna say you could try to do like a medicine check. Or
I don't want to pick him back up.
Yeah, like you're not trying to rouse him.
I'm not interested in rousing him for the sake of helping him. I'm interested in rousing him to just tell him not to speak with me again and try to intimidate him. But like, if he's out, he's out.
Yeah, he got pretty beat up. He's pretty out.
So yeah, we just need to leave him.
All right, cool. And at that moment, heavy rain starts to come down, thunder and lightning raging on high, and this kind of kills the mood of the party. So a couple of guards, a few of the guards will come over to where the bodies are, and like you hear them muttering and stuff like that. Because
Do I know these ones?
It's It's the same guys. They're the dead body brigade.
Oi, fellas! This one did the same thing. He died like 15 seconds ago, and look how old he looks. All
Weird.
desiccated. So yeah, check his pockets, penelope, all the things we talked about yesterday. Quickly, because Storm, we gotta go.
Okay, I'll send you a message with information that we
Thanks.
find.
Yeah, love that.
She yells over the storm.
Thanks, bruv. And then, I think Temple of the Oracle, probably a good building to stay in.
Sure.
Me mum, I got it in with a few of them, so like, if you want, they'll probably let us hang out until the storm passes.
Okay.
Alright, so I lead them there.
Cool. You guys were just outside of that temple.
Okay.
So they'll lead you. There's not really a place to like sleep in the temple, and like this is kind of like the holy one, like more so important one. So they will lead you under like blankets and tarps, run through the storm, down to where like the priestess's like living quarters and stuff are, and they will lead you like. You got an inn. You guys are part of the prophecy. Penelope will set you up.
Sweet.
With a room. The storm rages all night. Even when you guys wake up the next morning, there is the sound of distant rumbling, like thunder.
At one point during the day, I would like to go up to Penelope or one of the other priestesses there and ask a question. Just, so I've been thinking.
Yeah.
So like we were doing the whole Apollo festival last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of attention to him.
Yeah.
And, it's good for Delphi and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so do you think that we accidentally pissed off Poseidon or Zeus or something? You think that's related or just like a coincidence? Like sometimes the weather happens. You know?
This is just a random priestess that you found.
Yeah. Well, or Penelope. If it's Penelope, Penelope is my boy. So like, if it's her, yeah.
Okay, are you specifically searching her out, or are you just asking whoever you find first?
I'd probably wait for her because I would feel more comfortable talking to her about
Okay.
this. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you wake up. Do you guys have anything specific you want to do when you wake upon your waking?
No.
You got a long rest.
Great. Yeah, that's great. Actually, very great. I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So then, do you guys join him to go find info? Are you guys like sticking together at this point?
Yeah.
All right.
Listen, this thing could start at any moment. We really gotta be ready.
You will know. If it's right in the morning, your first move to find Penelope is to go to your mom's hospice.
Okay, cool.
Because she's kind of like the main caretaker there.
Gotcha.
So every morning, afternoon, and then evening, she has duties that she does in there. I said duties, I know.
Oh, sorry. No,
is that how you're
was
giggling?
unrelated. It was because now I'm gonna open up my in the morning. I'm gonna open up the book every day and just be like, anything today, Mum? Nope. Okay.
Excuse me. Nope, nothing. Awesome. So you go up to the tent to find her. She finishes her duty and she'll be like, "Oh, hi again."
Hello.
Last night got a little crazy.
It did. I was wondering, do you think that has anything to do with pissed off Zeus or Poseidon?
Excuse me.
Possibly.
Well, yeah, it's always possible, love.
Um,
I was wondering, since you got, you know, a connection, if you had any fault.
There. Can't say for certain. I would say they examined the bodies
Yeah.
last night.
Oh, yeah!
I wasn't part of that, but
Oh,
if
yeah.
you go talk to one of the guards that was there, Mike.
Bruce.
And
Oh,
Bruce.
Bruce and Mike.
Yeah, Bruce and Mike.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would have some more information for you.
About the storm.
Or some.
Alright, yeah, thanks. Thanks, Penelope.
The storm happened, that big brawl, and then the weird dead guy showed up, and then
What?
it started like two dead guys.
Another weird dead guy.
Right, another weird dead guy. And pretty much right after that happened, the sky went nuts. So I'm thinking they're probably related.
Could I have used my herbalism kit over the night to try and identify the poison on my dagger? Or on the dagger that I took?
I'm gonna go right out and say that you don't recognize
Okay.
whatever effect happened. Or whatever. It doesn't seem to be something that's coded on the dagger.
Okay.
But I would like you to make an investigation check, please. As you're looking at this.
Investigation.
Or
that
perception.
Is
Whichever's better.
Perception. That is an 18.
Cool. You will notice that on the not the hilt, but like the hand part.
Yeah. Grip.
The grip, thank you. Scratched into it seems to be the rough approximation of an apple.
Oh. Apple. That rings a bell. Okay. Hey, do you guys know anything about apple scratches?
There's that necklace from that guy we had an apple necklace.
Oh, that bloke! Yeah, I remember there was something about apples. Yeah, so these apple people, has had the dagger that he stabbed the Spartan guy with. And the apple people seem to be dying real fast!
Ugh, this is good teamwork, guys. We're crushing this mystery. Alright, let's go see Mike and Bruce.
Alright, you go find Mike and Bruce. I mean, they seemed unsettled by the occurrences that have happened. You approach them. I'm going to say they are in just like a different building within that kind of complex of things.
Cool.
So you come upon them. They're talking. They're,
Oi!
Oh, hi! Hi, Glum.
Hello. So me and my friends here, we heard that Penelope said that you had some info for us.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh no, that's a deep breath, love. You alright?
Weird shit, man.
Well,
Weird shit.
Are we being literal?
No.
Good. Love that. That's a good
No.
first start.
No, not literal.
It's been a weird couple of days. Alright,
Fair.
so what you got for me?
Okay, so what we found from examining the bodies, the smaller one, the one that looked more dead than it should have.
Yes, both of them.
No, okay, so there's the two guys who looked too dead,
Yeah.
and then there was the third dead guy who was fresh dead.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
So I'm talking about specifically the two from last night.
Sorry, got confused.
Totally fine, I understand.
So many dead guys.
So many dead guys.
Sorry, me life.
Right?
But keep going, yeah, sorry.
So the smaller guy who looks too dead.
Yeah?
We found a cuffling on him that depicted a trident, horses coming out of waves, and like fish. So we're assuming he has some sort of a connection to Poseidon.
Right, like that.
Right? Other dead guy who looks too dead.
Yeah.
We found a tattoo, which in ancient Greek culture is kind of a symbol of like an outcast or someone who has been shamed from society or something like that. They're kind of barbarous marks. They're not like art, So, and everybody make religion checks.
This is the next day?
Yes, this is the next morning.
Inspiration.
Yes, you get your human inspiration.
Religion check, you say?
Yes.
18.
11.
17.
Cool. The two,
If I failed, I can use
I was gonna say, Ralph, roll with advantage.
11.
Okay, so the two of you, vaguely in the back of your mind, you know that. Did I tell you what the tattoo was?
No.
Oh, sorry. The tattoo is of a boar,
Mm.
and you know that a boar is connected to Aries.
Okay.
Would a potential D4 on an 18 make any difference?
No.
Okay. So if it's a
Good
fail.
question, good question.
No, good question. Good question. Good question.
Yeah. Because we would have done it with old guidance anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And then
Playtest.
and the guard will continue after telling you that information. We'll say, and now we get to the weird part. After we examined the bodies and brought them to go get ready for burial,
Yeah.
we left for just a hot second.
Right.
And when we came back,
Yeah.
the one guy who got stabbed
Yeah.
was gone.
All right.
We don't know where or how, but the body was gone.
Which guy?
The Spartan one.
That's a problem.
So, yeah, not sure what that's about.
Cool.
Weird shit.
I mean, all right. But the other two blokes, the ones who were too dead, they're still around.
Oh, they're still dead.
Cool.
They're so dead.
Love that. Love that. Yeah. Okay. And how sure are you that the other guy was in fact dead?
There wasn't a pulse.
Is it
There wasn't a
possible
breath.
that he wasn't dead and he got up and left?
I would say it's highly unlikely, but sure, I guess there's a chance.
That's less helpful than I like.
I know.
Bruv.
He was stabbed. He was bleeding. He seemed to be dead.
All right.
All the signs of our medicine knowledge at this point pointed to him being dead.
All right. Dad seemed to think so too.
Yeah. So, not
Alright,
sure
yeah.
what that's about. In your pocket, you start to feel a burning.
Oh, sorry, Mum's trying to call me. Pull out my book.
And on one of the pages that before was blank, burning through, you start to see lines kind of start to meld, and you notice that it makes a map of Greece. And then after the lines of ink kind of spill and trace and create the map, you notice points burn, and next to each one is that scratch.
Okay. Is it legible to me? The
Mm.
names?
No, the writing is not.
Okay.
At this moment. And in this moment, we are going to pull away from the three of you and return back down into the earth, past the underworld, and back to that little room with the three sisters.
Not one big sister.
Not one big sister.
Gotcha.
And you'll see, we see the middle sister with all of the hands weaving different threads all around her. Something catches her eye, and she turns and she looks to where the hand with the three braids is weaving. And it gets caught. And where it's tangled up is the thread that's frayed and knotted. And she looks at it weirdly and beckons to her sister below, the crone, who, with her dark eyes and her big shears, she's passively, just very calmly snipping threads underneath. And as she hears that beckon, she looks up and she reaches and she sees that thread and she pulls the frayed knot. She snips it and lets it drop. And that piece of thread drops into the ether, and you see it transform back into light and energy to rejoin the cosmos, to be repurposed and reused by the first sister and respun into a new thread. But as it drops away, another kind of wisp thread that seems to crackle with lightning splits from that thread, and it shoots up, where above the sisters' main tapestry is another one that encircles above them, and all of those threads seem to be made of light and different colors and brilliance, and that crackling energy shoots up to that area and finds a dark corner of the tapestry that is composed of all dark, worn, frayed, knotted thread. And as it comes in, that thread seems to bolster and become a little more strong, but at the same time, a little more frayed and knotted. And it starts to kind of seep into some other threads around it and grows a little bit bigger. And that's where we end for tonight.
That's spooky!
Yeah. Very spooky.
So thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
This was episode 2 of Freaks and Greeks. I hope you had a good time. Make sure to follow Nerd Immersion Plays Instagram because we tend to get sick a lot. So we have to take, apparently. So curse you, COVID. We all went around with masks, so our immune systems are terrible.
Yep.
So yeah, so for the most up to date of whether we're playing or not, well, you'll find on there. Tedward, do you have anything before we close out?
So I didn't see them come through in the actual chat, but I have some lingering redemptions in this loyalty store here for trinkets for everybody.
Oh, let's do some trinkets.
So let's go ahead and do that.
Oh, you all also level up.
Oh, all right, great.
Hell yeah.
So everybody roll me a percentile. Except for you, Celine, sorry.
Right.
26.
All right. A pack saddle that doubles the weight the beast wearing it can carry.
42.
40.
The meaning of life.
42. The Sword of Studio Applause. Explosive applause every time the sword is drawn or kills an enemy. Laugh track if the wielder crit fails on an attack.
That's fun.
Alright. 28. 28. A pair of boots with the soles reversed, so your tracks appear to be going in the opposite direction.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's a simple.
That's good for you.
Yeah,
I feel
it's,
like that sounds familiar.
it's a rogue one, so Oz might have it.
Oz might have
I
it.
think Oz does have
I mean, you know, it's not a new table every time.
Yeah.
it.
So,
Well, I was trying to think of who had it. I was like,
It
was
probably-
it Sassy Slytherin? But if
Maybe.
Celine has a memory of it, then it probably was.
It sounds familiar. I don't know if it is you or not, but
It sounds like Oz.
all right. Anyway,
Either way,
thank
right.
you, Internet.
thanks for joining us, nerds.
We'll see you next week.
Next
Bye,
week.
Internet.